Hello? Can you see me? Hi. I've got a massive wall of awesomeness standing right in front of me. This is the 2019, yes, I know it's still 2018, but I'm calling it 2019 because I can, gaming build from ECIOV.com, coming at you with this new video today. We're going to be going over all the components in this tiny and as small as possible Mini-ITX gaming rig build. The eagle-eyed viewer may notice that we're actually missing something very important. There is no processor on this table at the moment. In fact, our 9900K from Intel is so delayed that we have no idea when we're gonna get it. If you know anyone at Intel or one of their resellers and could hook us up with a processor, we would greatly appreciate that. Until then, the best we can do is show you what this build is made of and ask you how you would like us to use it. Do you want to see specific benchmarks? Do you want us to try different components? Do you want us to use a different case? So on and so forth. If there is stuff that you want us to do with this, head down to the comments and leave those suggestions there so that we can read them, and then when we finally do get our Intel processor, we'll be able to put your feedback to use and build the rig that you want to see. Starting off with the RTX 2080 Ti Founders Edition, we went ahead and snagged the Founders Edition for several reasons, most of them being card length so that it fits in our case, and for availability because it was one of the few cards that we actually were able to find in stock. In order to power that card and the 9900K that we're supposed to get, well, someday, we chose the Evga 850 G3 power supply. This is a fully modular power supply that will fit in our case just fine, and it'll handle the power requirements of our video card and our processor, no problem at all. The next thing I want to talk about is cooling. Now we're going with a Noctua cooling solution here, including their NHL9i for the CPU, a 140mm fan, which is the NFA14, as well as some Noctua thermal compound in order to keep everything cool. Now, big caveat here, that may not work. Noctua may not be able to handle the thermals produced by both our RTX 2080 Ti and the 9900K Intel processor, so we may have to go with an all-in-one cooling solution that utilizes liquid cooling. This case that we bought is actually compatible with all-in-one cooling solution, so we can move to that if necessary. So we're going to try the Noctua system first because A, it's more affordable, and B, it's more common than a water cooling system. So if we can make it work in this case, we're going to. If we can't, then we'll go ahead and move to an all-in-one water cooling system. The next thing that I want to talk about is our RAM. We've got 32 gigs of DDR4 3600. It's overclocked slightly. It's pretty much right in the sweet spot at basically anything between 3200 and 3600, depending on price, is going to be the best bang for your buck. So we've got some G.skill RAM here. It is compatible with both of these motherboards, but then your next question is going to be, why do you have two motherboards? During our research, we found that the ASRock Z390 Phantom Gaming ITX motherboard may actually have better components than the Asus ROG Strix Z390i gaming motherboard, which could potentially mean that the Asus board is slower than the ASRock board. I don't know what to think about that. So we're going to test it. We are going to do more research to make sure that we are using the best Mini-ITX motherboard in the Z390 series. If you don't have a board that can actually handle the 9900K, then just go get the 9700K instead. Next are the SSD blades. We've got one from Samsung and one from Crucial. This is the 970 EVO versus the MP510 from Crucial. Now, this Crucial SSD actually came out after we started speccing out this build, so we went ahead and grabbed both. The manufacturer specifications say that this Crucial SSD should be faster than the Samsung SSD. So we figured, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. They are both of the NVMe M.2 variety, so they both plug directly into your motherboard. They are both 2 gigabytes, and the Crucial actually comes in at a hefty discount compared to the Samsung, so we're really intrigued by this matchup right here. And last but not least, we've got the Silverstone Sg-1 Now you may be asking, Josh, what are you doing using a $50 case on a build that is so awesome? Well, I have to argue that this case is actually pretty darn awesome. This Mini-ITX case has the smallest footprint available while still being able to fit a full-size graphics card inside. There are lots of really awesome Mini-ITX cases that don't allow for a full card, so you have to find a small form factor graphics card in order to be able to use that case. And at this point in time, there are no third-party manufacturers that are building small form graphics card in the RTX series whatsoever. That will come over time, but right now it just straight up doesn't exist. The last reason we chose this case over others is that it actually is compatible with an all-in-one cooling system, which means I can put a fan and a radiator in the front of the case that will help cool the rest of the case in this extremely tiny footprint. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be using the 9900K as well as the RTX 2080 Ti, so those both put out a significant amount of heat, draw a significant source of power compared to the previous generations, and ultimately just have to be cool in order to run at the optimal performance. And since the limiting factor of all Mini-ITX builds is space and heat, we need to do everything we can to ensure our system stays cool at all times. Otherwise, what's the point? So those are the components of our 2019 Mini-ITX gaming build. If there's something that you would like to see us swap out, well, we probably have time until we get the Intel 9900K actually at our studios. We're not going to be able to put this together. So if you would like to see us change something, please let us know in the comments. If there's something specific you would like us to test with this build, put that in the comments as well. And if for some reason you see us doing something wrong, well, tell us now, because it would be awfully foolish of us to put this together and then have you guys tell us that we made a mistake. Don't you think? Yeah. Help a brother out. So when is this video coming? I don't know. Like I said before, if you know someone at Intel or one of the resellers, have them get in touch with us so that we can do this review sometime before 2019 actually hits. That'd be great. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment with your thoughts, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get alerted of all our updates as we have time to make them. If you would like to watch more of our content, you can click the video on my right over here. It's going to be all about the Sony WH-1000XM3. You can see our full thoughts in the review there. Otherwise, if you have a hankering for some hot and spicy food, check out this video on my left. That's where we try out a bunch of the last dab sauces. Does it make me a masochist if I enjoy eating food that makes my mouth hurt? Yeah, probably, but at least we do it for you, right? That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.